months.
Well, that
Dun-dun.
depends.
Well, happy October, right? At the end of the day.
Yeah. And if it's not recording, then it was a little ghost because it's spooky season.
Yeah, true. It's the coolest season ever because you get to dress up and everything, so it's awesome. Although I don't know if there's any dressing up per se right now. Don't really have a costume,
No, me
at least at the
neither.
moment.
I always want,
Yeah.
I always want to, and I always say, "Oh, next year is gonna be the year when I do it," and then I can't.
Well, that
But I
be
have some crochet and sewing projects, and so I hope that I improve my skills on it, so that when time comes next year, I really are set for it to do something.
yeah,
Unless we're in
that's
Scotland.
like right, right. I feel like that's what you can do right now at the moment, right? If you don't have a costume per se.
Yeah,
And you also need a little bit of inspiration for that too, so it's okay, I think.
yeah, it's true.
I was thinking of maybe
What about?
trying to finish this little monocle that I had from last year when I was
Mhm.
sort of like DIYing a specific what's those things that you look into and it becomes bigger when you like the one that Sherlock had. I forgot what it's called actually. It's not oh, is it a spyglass? That's the word. Yeah, like a
Yes.
spyglass, but it's more of a
Yeah.
monocle. So that one, I think
Oh.
I actually took it apart and well, not like took it apart, but I just unhooked one thing and then put a little chain on it, and it looks like a monocle, but it doesn't have anything to hook on the nose. So that's the only thing I'm struggling with. But it'd be kind of cool if
Well,
I can at least make that.
you had the perfect opportunity today going to the steampunk shop. You could have asked them for
Yeah.
advice or anything. Why didn't you do that?
I don't know. I wasn't really like looking for advice or anything. I was just kind of going in there more to see if there was anything I could use to actually make it. And yeah, that was pretty much it. Oh, well, and of course to see if there was anything cool that might actually be really cool to have and hold and keep. So,
But
yeah.
it but it sounds like you did not find anything in the chaos that was the store.
Not today, no. Hopefully next time. It was a really
Well,
cool shop with lots of different stuff.
mhm.
Yeah. And there were some cool stuff where essentially it was like, ooh, that's neat. But at the end of the day, I turned the actual price tag and I was like, yeah, cool, but maybe not this time. So that's
Yeah,
kind of the reason why, yeah. Cool stuff are usually expensive at the end of the day, too. So maybe I can just create something
true.
instead if I can get all the tools and put them together,
Yeah, that's true.
which I'm
Is
fine
another
with, yeah.
ambulance coming?
The what?
There was
Oh,
another ambulance.
oh, I see, I see. I
I
couldn't
don't
hear
know.
it as much.
Seems to be. Oh, then maybe the noise echoing cancellation is working.
Yeah, maybe. Hmm. Anywho, nandakke. What do we want to talk about again? Forgot. Oh yeah, so happy Halloween, right? And then yeah,
Right.
sorry, my sugar level has gone down a little bit.
Oh no!
That
After
and
the
also
chocolate you ate,
yeah, wait, did I eat chocolate? Oh
you
yeah, yeah,
said
I
you
was
ate
eating
chocolate.
chocolate. Yeah, I did eat chocolate. Like the fact that I forgot that I eat chocolate is probably not a good thing. But yeah, I ate chocolate and I am still drinking coffee, which is probably not a good idea because it's 10 o'clock right
No.
now. But it's just a little bit, just a wee bit more since I wanted to stay awake earlier. So, and it also
Mm.
smells really nice. Like it smells like macadamia nuts. So I'm like,
Okay.
like an addict. Not that I'm an addict, actually. I'm not really a coffee person, but this smells nice.
And
So
why do
I
you drink
actually like
coffee?
drinking it on
Just for the
occasion.
smell.
Yeah, actually, just for the smell. And like the taste actually is not something I would go back for every single time because lately
Mm,
I've been sorry, this is so off topic, but lately I've been drinking dandelion coffee, which is like literally grounded like dandelion, but it
mm.
tastes like better than coffee, even though it's just coffee. So it's
Oh,
kind of more like someone burned bread and grounded it into like something, but it's not like unhealthy. It's actually healthy. It's just a weird, yeah, like
that's good.
drink. But it tastes really great.
That's the main thing.
Yeah. So yeah, but
And don't
I'm just
apologize
making
for
a
getting
distinction.
on. And don't apologize for getting off topic. I mean, this is not just about right. I know we talk mostly about writing, but
Mhm.
since this is also just about friends being spread across the world, uh, yeah, we
True.
talk about all kinds of things. So that makes sense that we just go random topics as well.
Yeah, that's true. So let me go into my collection of tea cap. Just kidding. Just kidding. I mean, I
I
do
had
actually
this
have a collection of tea, but anyway.
I had this beautiful cup that I that was the last thing that I bought in Scotland. I bought it at the airport
Ooh.
when I had to leave. Very sad.
Mm.
And it was like I bought this for me. It was a blue one with golden, the emblem of Scotland and the word Scotland written in
Ooh.
it in gold. And I was like, okay,
Oh,
this is my last thing so that I have something that always reminds me of Scotland. And
right.
now the dishwasher kind of made a mess out of it.
Oh, I see.
Now well, we think about, I thought about engraving it
Uh-huh.
to save this, but my mum says, okay, we're going to paint the word Scotland in gold because the word Scotland has disappeared. And
Oh,
then after we paint it, we kind of burn it into the cup. I
right.
will wait until my mum is here because I'm afraid to ruin the cup, so we do this together.
Oh, I see, I see. Huh. Is it like a special shaped cup or anything?
Yeah, special
Ah.
form and all these things. It looks like nothing that I have from the other cups. But yeah,
Ah.
it was like it's like a tourist thing. It was a tourist shop,
Mm.
but I don't didn't mind. I wanted something that reminds me of it, and yeah,
I think that's cool. I know what you mean too. Although this is a really funny story and slightly embarrassing. I remember in one of those gift shops they were selling like the Union Jack or something as an underwear and I remember getting one. So yeah, I was like, yeah, this is how I'm going to remember England.
every time someone says Union Jack, I immediately think of Rose Tyler and they
Uh-huh.
when she said in Doctor Who, "Oh my God, you put the Union Jack the wrong side up."
I see. But isn't it kind of the same shape though? I'm just
Yeah,
trying to remember.
of course.
Yeah, so that's why I'm
That was
like,
the joke about it.
oh, I see. Oh,
The
that's
Doctor
funny.
needed a distraction. That's why.
Oh, I see, I see. Yeah, I need to rewatch Doctor Who. Those were the good old days with Doctor Who. I mean, the new one's not that bad either, but yeah, it's just different,
No.
right? Yeah.
The old ones makes you nostalgic.
Mm. Yeah. And I guess it's because it's been so long, right? And there was
Yeah.
like that different feeling whenever you're watching it. Versus like if you're watching the new one, you are kind of nostalgic, but it's also kind of too new. And
Mm,
it's not bad either, but at the same time, it's also so different that you don't feel nostalgic yet, I guess. Have you
yeah.
watched the new one, by the way?
Not so much. No. I actually I put on some Doctor Who this week,
Hmm.
but I watched some
Ooh.
special with David Tennant. Not the new special, some old one with Donna.
Oh, yeah, those are the good ones too. Those are
Mm,
great. With David Tennant. They had such great chemistry. I mean, they still do.
yeah.
But in the show, it's like so good. So good. Anyway, I just love David Tennant as the Doctor. He's like my favorite Doctor. So great.
Oh, yeah, for
Man.
me, it's a tie between David Tennant and Matt Smith.
Oh, true. The only reason
Yeah.
why I'm not like digging Matt Smith as much is because one, I think I've seen him too many times play like I've seen him play like serious roles like in let's say The
Mm.
House of the Dragon or Last Night in Soho or that other vampire Marvel movie slash Sony movie that didn't do well that he's like dancing around in. Like he's all in
Mm.
this serious movie and I can't like unsee it, and now I think of him as like a villain every time. I have no idea why. So the Matt Smith that I
Yeah,
knew, it's just different now. That kind of makes
yeah,
me
but I
sad a
still
little.
love him with Amy Pond, Doctor Who and Amy Pond. I just love that. It's actually
Yeah,
the Doctor and the whole Pond family was amazing, and yeah,
yeah,
they
I
they
do love
say
that
you love
though.
they say you love the Doctor most. That was your first, and
Mm.
for me, that was actually Matt Smith because I first watched an episode of that before going back and watched the whole series. Well, the whole series.
Oh,
What I started with nine, so
oh, I see. Okay, okay. Yeah, I actually can't even remember. Oh wait, the ninth is which one?
David
Oh,
Tennant is
Christopher
the
Eccleston.
yes,
Right, right,
because David
right.
Tennant is the tenth, and then Christopher Eccleston the ninth. Yeah.
Right. It's curious you mentioned that because I did actually watch the first season with Christopher Eccleston. Am I saying his right name right? I think it was Christopher Eccleston first, but then I did like him, but I didn't actually get attached to him per
Mm.
se. No offense to him. And then I actually watched David Tennant, and I think it was like on Christmas Day which was the Christmas special with him. And then that's
Yeah.
why I really liked him because of the energy. And maybe it's because I'm in a Reese and stuff, because that all that like pent up energy and like he's literally regenerated. I like immediately identified myself with him and how he's like, I'm not a redhead. And I'm like, I identify so much with you, dude. Like, I wish I was born as a redhead as well. Yeah, so that was just me. And also, like, the romance with Rose and everything. And he, ah, anyway, yeah, that's just me getting into Doctor Who. Versus, I totally get it if you got into it through Matt Smith and the 11th Doctor, because that was just as good too.
Yeah.
Man, I'm getting fired up with Doctor Who. It's been a while since I actually had a chance to talk about Doctor Who in general. And I love those series. Up until the part where Matt Smith's like final few episodes started to get a little too much and I was like, no, what's
Oh,
going on? But that's just me. Did you like the ending where he regenerated? Like were you okay with that?
I was okay with that.
I don't know if you remember actually.
But of
Oh,
course,
okay.
when
Yeah.
you,
I don't know. For me, it
but
was like me with the episode
it's just
itself.
always it's just always hard when you are so attached to a doctor and then they change and suddenly
Mm,
you have a new one, and in the moment that they regenerate, you don't know anything about this doctor, so it's first like, you're not my doctor, I don't like you,
yeah. You're
and then
not
you
my
have to
doctor.
wait until the new episodes are there, and then you, okay, do I give you a chance or not?
Yeah, I know, right? That's actually funny that you say you're not my doctor. It feels like you're actually going to the hospital and then you're like, wait, you're not the same doctor I talked to last time. You're not my doctor. It does sound like that. And also getting into a new relationship or something. Like, I'm so sorry. You want to have a relationship with me, but you're gonna have to wait until Christmas? Yeah? Every single time with Doctor Who, most of the time, right?
Imagine
It's
how
always a Christmas
Riversong
special.
feels.
Anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about Doctor Who. Why were we talking about Doctor Who? Hmm.
Actually,
Anywho.
I don't know either.
Yeah, me too. I don't remember why we're talking about Doctor Who. Anyway,
Oh,
Nostalgia
fun.
Road. That
Okay.
was really cool.
It might be because
Yeah.
of the nostalgia. I don't know. We were talking about
Yeah.
Halloween before.
Yeah.
Do you have
Oh,
anything
and then
planned for
maybe
Halloween?
getting What? Sorry, what'd you say?
Do you have anything planned for Halloween?
Oh, planned. Nothing too big, but possibly I might meet a friend just the day before Halloween. I'm not too sure yet. I'm still waiting
Hmm.
for a response on that one, unless she already responded. She's a friend of mine who's coming from Philippines to Japan to visit, so I might actually meet up with her
That's
before.
cool.
Yeah, maybe. But still, I don't have an outfit, so I'll just look like a scary human being as per usual, but you know.
Do
That's
you?
one
Okay, I have
thing.
two questions.
Yeah.
First of all,
Uh-huh.
I know a super outfit that is very easily made, and it was featured in Buffy in the Halloween episode, where the
Oh.
werewolf character Oz, he didn't want to dress up, so he just put a name tag on himself that said God.
I
That was
mean,
his whole costume.
that kind of works. That might be
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
And what was the other thing I just
I'll
wanted
be
to say? Oh
Bob.
yeah, usually you have the Halloween event at your work, but now that you
Hmm.
changed departments, are you still helping on that event? Are you going there?
For that one, no, not really, not this year. But actually at work, I am going to be helping with so just to give context, there is a Harry Potter book day, and it's on like a specific day. And this time, at least where I am working at, like we're stretching it for like 1 week or so. So it's actually a Harry Potter week. So I'm actually planning on
Mm.
bringing my robe and becoming a Slytherin student, which I
And
suppose is like dress up.
also, yeah, actually, why are you saying you don't have a costume? You have literally a Slytherin costume.
Yeah, I meant it more in the long along the lines of like I don't have like an official Halloween costume where I'm not doing it outside of work, if you know what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Just lounging around. If I don't know. I didn't mean it in more like I'd also Slytherin as a Slytherin student, I feel like it's more like a personality for me. So it is
That's
kind
scary
of like
enough
a
for you.
costume, but now it's like literal part of me.
So there are
Now it's like a
different
literal
types
part
of
of me. So
Halloween
I'm like,
costumes.
yeah,
Some are scary and some are just not worth to
yeah.
be a Halloween costume. That's what you're saying.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't mean it more like a scary costume. I meant it more like a different costume than the one I was already wearing, I guess. That's another way to say it.
Mm.
If you know what I mean. Something that's not that I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so that's one thing. And mm, oh, and I have recently been trying to step out of my comfort zone a little bit and started watching a bunch of Halloween movies, or
I
rather horror
noticed.
movies, I guess.
I noticed.
Yeah, just because I wanted to do that last year and I didn't have a chance to do that at all. And I kind of regretted it, so I figured I'll try it this year. And I'm actually quite enjoying it.
That's great.
It's
Are you
actually kind
saving
of fun.
anything up for Halloween?
Saving as in saving a particular movie to watch on Halloween?
Yeah.
Ah, not a particular movie to watch on Halloween Day because I'm working on that day and I may or may not just be
Oh.
tired and probably scared of the actual day. But
Mm.
anyway, yeah, but I've been watching movies to lead up to Halloween, just because the week itself feels like Halloween, and oh no, weeks, sorry, the month itself feels like Halloween, and yeah, I've currently finished watching The Conjuring 1, 2, 3, Annabelle, and The Nun #1. And what else did I watch? X, I think, and Maxine. No, wait. Pearl and X, and then there's the sequel Maxine, but I'm not sure if I want to watch it. And what else? Yeah, and then maybe I'll watch more of the cuter ones because I've been watching like literal horror, but the jump scares are kind of fun to watch.
Okay.
Yeah. And also yesterday I was watching Annabelle, which I got bored with because it was kind of
Oh.
slow, and then yeah, like slow and disturbing, and I was like, yeah, it's actually just
Mm.
unrealistic, you know what I mean? Or
Yep.
essentially this family gets this doll that's like creepy as yeah, F, and and I'm like, why are you bringing that into your home when you're just about to get a baby, dude? Like, no. And then there was no progress whatsoever, except that the doll doesn't want to leave the family. So I'm like, it's boring, and stopped. And I watched The Nun,
Me,
which was okay. Yeah, not too bad, I think, at the end of the day.
meanwhile, I would be still scared of everything.
Well, I think it would be fun to watch a scary movie with someone, in general, but I've seen a lot of supernatural television show episodes that I think I'm actually prepared for it, which is
No,
really
I'd
weird.
still jump and I still squint my eyes. So
Right, but it's still fun though. It's really
yeah,
cool.
can
Yeah,
be.
and
Especially
actually,
the days and
you
weeks
go ahead. Yeah.
afterwards when you can't sleep without the lights turned on.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. But then again, I'm also like, yeah, but it's technically not a real story anyway. It is kind of real, but not all of the story sequences are probably real. So I'm like, they're just taking inspiration from some real event that happened and then they're making it really more engrossing for the audience to actually watch. So I'm like,
Yeah, my
okay.
mind works a bit differently.
Back in the day when I was a kid, I would have been like that, but I feel like not so much anymore. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing in terms of the magic being gone or whatever, but I don't want to keep on to that particular magic. No, thank you. So, like you don't want anyone to actually be following you back. I'm like, no. Yeah. And also
Yeah,
yeah, like the actual premise of the nun is really, really kind of funny if you look at it from the perspective of the actual ghost, or rather
okay.
the evil entity. And yeah, anyway, I just find it really funny because I would probably be spoiling this movie actually. Are you planning on
Okay.
watching this movie?
I
The
am
Nun?
just gonna watch my comfort movie and gonna watch because I watch this on every Halloween. I watch the Gary Oldman Dracula
Right.
version, and then maybe some League of Extraordinary Gentlemen,
Oh.
and then it's if
Mm.
I'm still awake, it's just Highlander. Even though that's not scary at all, I just watch some comfort stuff afterwards because I have the day afterwards off.
Right. I think that's usually the case for me too. That's also cool too. And the League of what was the title? The League of
Extraordinary
Extraordinary
Gentlemen.
Gentlemen. It's such a good movie. Oh, that reminds me. I do want to watch Van Helsing and Underworld maybe. Maybe I'll go back to watch those two
Oh yeah,
greats. And maybe
especially with
Constantine.
the anniversary.
Yeah.
And
Ooh,
and
speaking
Constantine
of
2 is
Constantine.
coming.
Which one? Sorry.
Constantine 2?
Oh yeah. I'm excited about that one. That's gonna be really cool.
Hmm?
I just hope they don't mess it up though, because the original is just so good. I'm like, oh, so good. I
Well, it
remember
is in the
being so
making.
obsessed. Yeah, and like each one, I remember being so obsessed. I read like the novelization of
Mm.
Constantine, novelization of Underworld, novelization of Van Helsing, like it was the Bible. But yeah, like I
That is a
remember
very different Bible.
I know, right? I know, right? My history teacher just happened to see that I was reading one of these books and he was looking at me with this not queer, really weird looking eye. And he's like, And then he left. It was the weirdest thing ever. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if you want to laugh or want to have a laugh, but the premise of the nun is actually kind of funny if I say it this way rather than the actual premise of the movie.
Okay,
Would you like to hear
go
it?
ahead. Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
So let me give you the context. Pretty much, in okay, because it's a spin-off kind of. In the
Mm-hmm.
premise of The Conjuring, there's this creepy lady who is this evil entity called the Nun, and she haunts like the original characters in The Conjuring too. And in this particular movie, the Nun, like, haha, for creativity. So the Nun, she pretty much is like woken up a long time ago, and then and I know it's not supposed to be funny, but I was thinking, like, someone definitely disturbed her beauty sleep, and then she's pissed off, right? So that's why she's an evil entity. Like, no wonder she's always angry and she's always trying to, like, I wouldn't go so far as to kill people, obviously, because a sane person would obviously not want to do that. But maybe she needed to just chill and get like a coffee or whatever, right? And then she also has horrible makeup. If you look at one of her pictures, she has like, she needs to go to the dentist, obviously. She also has horrible eye makeup where essentially she looks like a panda, literally, because of the what is that thing that the nuns are wearing? It's like
I know what you
the
mean,
the
but
the sabbat? I don't know. Like, oh, habit? I'm not sure. But anyway, like the black and white one, yeah, she literally looks like a panda with the horrible makeup. And in the premise of the actual nun story, so, okay, this is a bit morbid, but there are a few nuns there in this little castle that is essentially trying to protect all the rest of the human beings from this nun from it escaping. And then the nuns die, and then, all the stuff happens. Some of the main characters come to the castle, and then they're like, oh, what's going on? And then a bunch of stuff happen. So, yeah, on top of the nun being extremely pissed off, she's actually like, oh yeah, come into my castle, come into my crib, yo. And I'm like, I'm already laughing at this premise. I'm like, okay. And I don't know, on top of it, the actual movie is really kind of boring because she's just not killing anyone in like immediately. She actually just wants to like be around these people and just show them around her crib, like in those MTV shows. So anyway, at the very end of the day, she's just like, yeah, I don't know. She dies. Yeah,
do you know
sort
what
of.
this reminds me of?
Yeah.
So there's this movie with Meryl Streep, and you said something about beauty sleep and all grumpy and the bad makeup, and I was just thinking, oh, this sounds like Death Becomes Her with Meryl Streep.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Would you mind repeating that one more time?
Um, so the way that you talked about beauty sleep and grumpy after
Mm,
waking her up and all that, it reminds
yeah.
me of a movie. It's a comedy actually, but it's called Death
Oh.
Becomes Her. It's with Meryl Streep and Bruce Willis, and I
Oh.
don't know who the third person was. Um, and the
Right.
two ladies, they fight for this man and they try to kill each other, but it didn't really work because both of them had been turned immortal, and so they're trying to kill each other off, and they don't.
I've heard of that movie before, but I've never actually watched it. I've only seen like little clips every so often or like GIFs and stuff. So
Yeah,
now that actually makes me curious and I might actually watch that movie because it sounds hilarious. It's probably more entertaining than The Nun.
it's a bit morbid hilarious, but yeah, definitely worth a watch.
Yeah, so maybe we can talk about our progress. Or oh
Yeah.
yes, yes, after a
Oh,
short break,
now
elevator
it says
music.
recording failed to begin. Anna?
Oh, really? That's weird. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay,
Oh, but yeah. Oh, wait, there we go. I think you're there
it's
now.
gone now. It's gone now. Okay,
Do you
good.
see it?
Then we were
Oh, wait,
talking about progress next.
maybe not. You just cut off just now. It's like as soon as it's okay, you're like blackout evidence. It's so funny. Oh man,
Third
but you
time's
are
the
working okay.
charm.
It's the
So
Dalek.
we were
The Daleks.
talking. We were talking about progress.
That's true. Yeah. But you
We're
know, when the
just going
Daleks are
back to the
involved,
Daleks and Doctor Who and everything, so we
I'm just
didn't do
saying,
any
we
progress in the
blacked
podcast
out.
today.
I'm just saying. Okay, anyway, coming back to our awesome progress. Yeah, in which we sort of made progress. Biggest progress, I
Well, we
suppose,
wanted to
would
revisit
be
today just to focus on our project together and not everything.
yeah,
And we wanted
right?
to talk
Yeah, except
about,
me saying the Daleks.
and we wanted to make, yeah, we tried something
It's
different
like
today. How
donkey. Are we trying something different today? Sorry. I feel like I'm interrupting and continuously becoming the silly one here with the
I'm
Daleks and the
just not sure
donkeys.
if you're
Anyway.
listening or if you hear the answers from me 10 minutes ago or something.
Oh, I lost you for a second. Can you
This
hear
is
me?
going really well
Oh, wait, you're
today.
mute. That's
No, I'm
weird.
not mute. I'm still
Anna?
here. I'm still
Anna? Hmm. It seems you're mute, which is weird. It was working earlier, which is
Yeah,
even more
but
weirder.
I can hear
I
you
don't hear
still.
you.
I feel
Do you
like
hear me though?
a comedian on Taskmaster right now.
Singing
It's going so well! Imagine this being in the
for you,
recording
so
afterwards
you
and we
can
all
hear me.
no clue
Or
that I
rather,
was
I
actually
hear
talking.
you. Wait, where's the text thingy? Maybe this thing doesn't have the text thingy.
Oh, this is awesome.
Oh, but the record button came on. Huh. Wait a second.